The turkey is one of the craftiest birds, smartest, wisest birds that's out there.
That is my favorite sound in the world.
And I enjoy hunting them so much, but it's everything about it. And I'm still as excited today as I was when I first did turkey hunt.
I'm Dan Eigen, full-time guide and avid outdoorsman. These days, it's easy to get stuck inside in a virtual world. But the real world is outside. So I challenge you to put your instincts to work, making real memories with real people. Because we love it outdoors. I'm just gonna come right out and say it. I love turkey hunting. I may be known as Walleye Dan, and I make most of my living on the water, but I have an intense passion for my time in the woods chasing these incredible birds. With both spring and fall seasons, turkey hunting has become a year-round addiction. And those extended opportunities make this sport ideal for pursuing another great passion of mine, getting young people, especially the ones that live with me, to experience the wonders of the great outdoors.
Oh.
Not even moving.
No.
I got a turkey! I heard you're going hunting tomorrow.
Yep.
Are you excited?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I should one.
Thanks.
So today, I'm picking up my son Mac from school,
Here comes my dad.
and we're gonna get a start on our spring turkey season.
Good luck. Yeah.
Thanks.
Good luck.
See ya.
Bye. Bye.
How's it going, buddy?
I'm good.
Good. How was school?
It was good.
Awesome. You had a good day?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Are you ready to hunt tomorrow or what?
Yeah.
Alrighty.
The first stop is home. You're up.
All right, buddy. Here we go. We're heading to turkey country.
Mm-hmm.
Two of the main ingredients for good turkey hunting are quality habitat and a healthy population of birds. Central Minnesota, where we live, has always had good turkey habitat, but we haven't always had the turkeys.
What was the population like when you first started hunting?
You know what? It wasn't like it is now, I'll tell you that. There were birds around, but the population wasn't like it is now. And I want to say that back in the 70s, the DNR first transplanted turkeys in the Whitewater Wildlife Management Area down in southeastern Minnesota. And, you know, since that point, you know, the population has just taken off.
We're headed to our friend John Ring's place, a prime piece of turkey habitat along the Mississippi River just south of Brainerd.
Hi, Dan.
Good to see you, John.
Good to see you,
What
too.
a beautiful spot.
Mac, how are you doing? Welcome. Glad to have you out here.
This is an unbelievable spot.
It is a beautiful spot, isn't it?
It is a piece of paradise for sure, yeah.
We really think so, too. There's wetlands, there are ravines, there are ridges, and turkeys seem to really enjoy the pine trees that are all along this edge here, and then some ridges. There are a couple of pockets where there's some pine trees that they really like to roost in. So, Mac, I think we're going to have some fun.
So will you kind of show us the ropes on where you think maybe they're going to be roosting?
Sure,
and...
let's start up on this ridge.
Okay, cool,
Okay.
cool. Wow, is this awesome. I can see calling in a big gobbler right through here.
Scouting is vital to turkey hunting success, and the best resource is a landowner who knows his property better than anyone else.
So you were saying that there's a swamp right before the river, on this side of the river?
It's on this side of the
Okay,
river,
okay.
and then there's a little strip of woods on the other side of the swamp, and then the river.
Okay.
So, and then the pine trees are on the other side, and they roost in there a lot. There are some more right over this way. There are some more pine
I
trees.
see
if
a
you can
couple
see.
through there, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And so they like to roost. They'll roost in there too.
Okay.
Last night they were gobbling over here. They weren't in this stand. They were in the stand that narrows, the woods narrows between the swamp and the river.
Okay.
They were in there, so
Okay.
they were roosting in there.
About any time now, we could probably do some type of a locator call, you know, see if we can get a bird to go. A locator call is just that. It's you're locating them, and whether it's a owl call, a crow call, a shock gobble, just anything like that, just kind of shocks the bird, and it's kind of like, ooh, you know. So they kind of, you know, you spur them into gobbling. So here's a owl. Woo, 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 woo. So why don't you try to mimic me there, buddy, with that one? Good job. But we haven't heard a gobble yet, but it's still a little bit early, so that's cool. Woo, 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 woo. Yeah! Oh, baby, we got a gobble over there. I'm a little excited, but oh, baby. Okay, come on.
We are set for a tom turkey ambush in the morning. And on our way out of the woods, we came across one more very positive sign.
Look at
Oh, look. Big old gobbler tracks. Look at the size of that, baby. Look at that's a heavy duty one, sinking down in the sand like that.
Going your way.
Awesome. I heard that gobble.
it was coming from over there. I think.
Mac and I are back at John's property before sunrise the next morning. Once in the blind, with the decoys set, we immediately hear some good signs of life.
Okay, we got one gobbling, you know, but it sounds like it's across the river. We've also got a flock of hens yelping, clucking just down below the hill here. So we're just kind of waiting it out to see what, you know, if that bird's gonna fly across the river, or if we're gonna get another gobbler to come in from a different direction. So just kind of waiting it out, calling every 5, you know, or so minutes just to see if we can get that tom in here this morning.
But as is so often the case, these battle-tested toms weren't willing to come within bow range. So after a couple of hours, we pulled up stakes and went looking for spot number 2.
Well, there's one right there. It looks like it's a tiny one. It looks like a hen.
Okay.
And the other one's in a full strut.
Well, then
And
you know what?
look. It's so cool.
Oh, beautiful. You can actually see.
I know the feathers.
Oh, he just gobbled too. He just stuck his head out. This could be interesting right here, though. There might be birds right in the yard, so let's just check this out.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah. I'm sure there's a tom in the vicinity, but I'd like to hear that gobble right now. But I think what we'll do is we'll set up the blind. Hey, Mac, come here. We'll set up the blind and then start calling. And as quiet as it is, our sound is going to carry. So we'll be good. But it is a good sign. That is my favorite sound in the world.
be in, so Mac is ready. My heart is pumping. You see your heart pumping a little bit there, buddy? This is the most exciting sport there is. Actually, I think it's the best case scenario with him coming from behind us, because he's gonna come in, key down that decoy, and then Mac is gonna have the chance to draw his bow and let loose, so it's perfect. Little dirt on the diaphragm. I think he's up on the road, just strutting, you know, spitting and drumming. And he's a hard to get gobbler, but you know what? He's close, and we're gonna work him in here, so. Mac and I got a late start on our spring turkey season. And late season means very well educated and call shy gobblers. This guy just happened to be one of those, and try as we might, we just couldn't get him to come in.
Frustration. That's all I can say. We had him at, I would say, probably 40 yards right here, you know, to our left. And I was so confident that he was going to come in, you know, right to our hen decoy out here. But he's smart. He knows this piece of land, and he outsmarted us, plain and simply.
Sadly, due to the busy schedule of a modern 10-year-old, this is the last hunt of the spring for Mac and me. But I've still got a tag, and there's still plenty of birds around, and a few more days to go solo.
It's my first day of turkey hunting for the season. I've been running around creation all season long since about the 18th of April, calling for other people. Today is my day. And of course, we got thunderstorms moving in. We've got fog so darn thick right now. I mean, you can, I don't even know what the visibility is, but it's not good.
We got a big old Tom back there, but now it's trying to figure out how to go after him, because he's a smart son of a gun, and he's been in before, close. There he gobbled again, but I have not gone after him, so today's the day, and you got to use your head and just try to figure out how we're gonna outsmart this bugger. So on a foggy morning like this, we can afford to get in a little bit closer, so. But he's fired up, so let's go get him. I'm on him. So this rainy morning hunt ends with an unfortunate miss. And it it would be a sign of more close calls to come over the last few days of the spring turkey season.
I blew it. I had to fling one.
But just because I don't fill my tag doesn't take away from the glory of my time in the woods.
It's so cool.
Big old gobbler tracks.
So the spring season is over, and even though I called in plenty of turkeys for plenty of great young hunters, my tag is still open, and I'll have to wait till the fall season to get another shot. But thanks to the magic of television, fall is just 2 minutes away, so stay tuned. October in central Minnesota. Gone are the fresh greens of spring, replaced by the weathered browns of fall. But while the backdrop may have changed, the turkeys are still here.
So we're out here today doing a little scouting, and you know what, fall turkey hunting is a lot different than spring turkey hunting. In the fall, they're not as vocal. We're not relying so much on our calling as to really trying to pin down their movements. Fall turkey hunting is a totally different game. I'm not telling you that you can't call in the fall, but I think, you know, doing your homework is so much more critical than in the spring, where you can actually reach out and get one a mile away and pull him in.
Like any game species, a turkey's habits are determined by three things: food, water, and cover. In choosing a specific ambush location, you've got to consider all three and pick the most likely route of travel between those points.
So here we go. We're gonna try to intercept them going from food source to roost. We're thinking that they're gonna roost up in these pines tonight. And now I'm just trying to decide where to seek cover, because we're not hunting out of a blind. We're just looking for the thickest, cover. I like the looks of this right here. This cluster of brush behind me. But if we set up in there and they decide to roost closer, to the food source, then we're out of luck. So I'm kind of trying to figure this baby out. You can end up, overthinking it, and maybe that's what I'm doing right now, but you also want to kind of think it through and just be confident in where you're setting up, so.
The brush pile turns out to be our best option for good cover, so we settle in and wait. But the wait is a short one.
Well, there she is. And I say she because it is a hen, and this is gonna be a tasty one right here. Holy cow, what a rush. We weren't here for probably more than, 20 minutes, and all of a sudden I see heads coming through. Exactly how we planned it out. We picked awesome cover, and we figured they were gonna roost in here, into these pines. They came in, all hens, every one of them. And at one point, if I would have shot, I probably would have shot 4 birds. Fall turkey hunting in Minnesota, it's either sex. And I'm thinking, I had a headshot on this thing, so I'm not worried about any shot in the body here. It's gonna be a tasty little Thanksgiving morsel. So look at that baby. A fall turkey in Minnesota. Look at that.
While it was one of the longest and most difficult turkey seasons I've ever had, I don't think we could have picked a better year to illustrate the thrills and frustrations that come with trying to outsmart these silly-looking birds. From the joys of time in the woods with my son, to the pain of a near miss with my bow, and then the discovery of the excitement of the often overlooked fall season. Put it all together, and it adds up to a turkey hunting year I will never forget. Continue this adventure by visiting your local Mills Fleet Farm store or shop online at fleetfarm.com for all your sporting good needs and more. fleetfarm.com.